You might have noticed, of course, we had Team Nicole with us here from GiGi's Playhouse, and we've got the wonderful group again here today, including also Mary Jo, who is started the adult programming and is also a member of Team Nicole. Thanks so much for joining us today. How's everybody doing?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us today. So, Mary Jo, tell us a little bit on how you got started.
Well, I do have a child with Down syndrome. And when I walked through GiGi's Playhouse doors, she was about 6 weeks old. And as I told many people, she was our fifth child. So we never expected the I'm so sorry, but we still got a lot of I'm so sorry. I'm like, well, you're sorry. It's a beautiful little girl. Mm-hmm. And I was looking for a place where I just felt at home. And sure enough, I walked in the doors and I felt at home. And I was thoroughly in love with it. When that little girl grew up and decided to go to school, I'm a licensed social worker. I decided to start to work for him. And Nancy Gianni, who is a force to be reckoned with, had just started had the concept of the adult programming. Mm-hmm. And so I took on the role of starting the adult programming. We still had a lot to learn, but Nancy, her dedication and her perseverance into moving forward with adult programming mm-hmm. was far beyond her years. And she really wanted people to see that these adults can achieve and they mm-hmm. can work. And she's like, we need a program where we can help inspire them mm-hmm. and get them to the point where they can work. So she started this program called GiGi University. And there's 3 key components: healthy you, whole you, confident you. Mm-hmm. And we work on all kinds of different classes, but we really work on gaining their skills in order to go out in the community mm-hmm. and work a job. So first they start in the GiGi Prep, which is before GiGiU. They kind of work on exercise skills and healthy eating and just overall confidence. And then they move on to GiGiU, which is more of a pre-career skill, more career-based workshop mm-hmm. classes. And then once they successfully complete that, they move into our store, and our little store called Hugs and Mugs. They do an internship there. And there they work on real live retail skills, like how to address a customer, how to get back change. They work on inventory, just all kinds of different things on how to promote the store in different ways.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
It is. It was a dream come true.
That's
to be able
really
to take
cool.
part in it.
I think what's great too is you get to make a lot of friendships along the way. You get to experience the community, and you get to talk with a lot of people too. And you get to support and engage families and caregivers. And it's good that they are ensured that they feel equipped and empowered throughout the journey as well too. So that's very good. So tell us a little bit more on how you discovered Team Nicole.
Okay. Well, our little Nicole here, she was one of my first students. And when we were doing because it's an interview-based program, so they mm-hmm. have to interview to get into it. We were really unsure because she was so quiet, and still we're like, we don't know if this program is for her, because we're mm-hmm. looking for them to really come out of their shell a lot, and we were a little nervous. Mm-hmm. But let me share a little bit. I wrote some notes down. Okay, here's my thing about Nicole. I want people to think, have you ever had a dream where nobody believed in what you could accomplish? Like, nobody believed in you. So imagine being in your 30s, never get an opportunity to learn. That's our Nicole. So Down syndrome people are very capable of learning. It's just, although many people don't understand how they learn best, but that's where GiGi's comes in. GiGi's Playhouse has done extensive research and trying to find how our children with Down syndrome learn and how they learn best. Mm-hmm. So Nicole went into the program, and she learned how to master many skills. And for her, it was like a dream come true. Because Nicole she felt frustrated because nobody taught her how to read or write, but how to read and do math, how she learned best. Mm-hmm. So I think, she was frustrated. It's almost like comparing it to a child with dyslexia, never being able to figure out, they just felt like you couldn't read, but nobody ever been able to say, well, this is why you're struggling, because you don't mm-hmm. see the letters the right way. Yep. So that's the way it was with Nicole. She began to see things the way she could learn best. Mm-hmm. And she was alive. It was like a dream come true. She became alive and began to learn. And she didn't stop. She was like a little sponge. If there's something to be learned, Nicole was there. Teach me, teach me. And this is in her 30s. So it just goes to show you that there is no age limit on learning. So she worked really hard. And so she just continued. So she still to this day continues to work hard with reading tutoring, math tutoring, and speech therapy. She doesn't want to give up. She's like, I have a whole life to make up for. I want to continue to thrive. So if you are, I said I felt like I had a seat on the sidelines just watching her blossom. And her mom often calls her the butterfly girl because one of the things that we did is, she was very quiet and awkward and didn't talk much. And we asked all the students to design something for our mugs. And Nicole sat down and made this most beautiful butterfly that you could ever imagine. And we were like, wow, that came from you? It was a shocker. We're like, so we call her the butterfly girl. Her mom says she came out of her cocoon. She was like in a cocoon until she showed up at GiGi's Playhouse, and then she blossomed. So with that being said, Nicole wants every child with Down syndrome to achieve what she's been able to achieve. She is passionate about learning, and she doesn't want anyone to feel like they can't learn. And that's why she so wants to raise awareness and raise funds for her team, Nicole, to give back, because she wants everybody to be able to achieve what she achieved. The program at GiGi's Playhouse, whether it be educational or therapeutic, it's all free. When Nancy Gianni founded the Playhouse, she's like, I don't want costs to get in the way of any child with Down syndrome being able to achieve. She goes, it's limitless. So I don't want costs to be a barrier. So every program is 100% free.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unheard of. So through the donations people make to Team Nicole and other teams, to our 5K and our other fundraisers, that's how we keep the doors open.
Absolutely. I mean, you get such a wide range of support, and it's because you have people out there who say, we want to share this with the world. We want to share it. People, just because you have Down syndrome, it shouldn't stop you from learning. And I think that spreading that message is so important too. And it can really also gratefully help people who maybe do have children with Down syndrome be like, you know what, I want to be a part of this too. I feel like I've been lifted now to say, hey, you know what, my child can also do this as well, and not have things get in the way. So I think that that's fantastic.
Yeah, there is no ceiling at GiGi's Playhouse. Nobody has a ceiling. You just continue to grow and grow and grow.
That's awesome. Now, of course, every person does learn differently too. So I'm sure you have just such a huge amount of wonderful volunteers and staff members as well too.
Yes, none of this would be possible without the large amount of volunteers. And if you're in the market and you've got some time to spare, please contact gigisplayhouse.org. We have several locations. We're actually up to 62 locations. They have 62 locations across the country. It started right here in our backyard. Started in Hoffman Estates, just with a dream of a mom saying that when she brought her daughter home from the hospital, she was more like her siblings than not like her siblings. And that's when she says, I just need to change the way people see this. Yeah. And that's how it started. But they have plenty of opportunities for volunteers. There's volunteers who help the adults in the store. There are volunteers who help with our programming, our reading tutoring, our math tutoring, and we train the volunteers on how adults with Down syndrome learn, to help them see the light bulb go off. It is the most incredible feeling to watch these kids gain, skills and be able to learn. I know when my daughter, because she participated in reading tutoring at GiGi's, when she was first able to read her first book, I was a blubbering mess. It was the most beautiful thing you've ever heard of, to be able to see them read, especially Nicole. Like when you see her read, you're like, wow. I mean, we've all had education. We've all been provided education at a young age, but nobody took the time to learn how she learned best until she walked through those doors. Mind you, she was in her 30s. I challenge many 30-year-olds who are struggling with education to go back and learn.
And now
not many
she's a
people.
teacher.
And now she's a right.
I
Now
love it.
she has accomplished so much that she is in the classroom teaching the other adults.
That is amazing. I mean, this is such a, just have such an it's inspiring story, and so many people out there have so many great inspiring stories, and you all can come together. And that's why I'm so glad here at WRMN we're able to have people on the air to share their story and to get the word out as well too. And that's really really special that you have this opportunity to do that, and you're able
Right.
to. Defeat a certain stigma of they
Right.
might not be able to do things. Absolutely not. It just takes time, and everyone learns differently, and you'll get that get
Yeah.
there absolutely. So
It's like, how do I describe it? They have different abilities. So it's not a disability, it's different abilities.
yep,
And they give you so much more than you could ever think give back. I mean, it's just the most incredible feeling to be able to see this and take part of it and watch the growth. Um, it's nothing like it in the world. There's no amount of money in the world that will make up for being next to somebody who just all of a sudden their eyes are open to the world of learning and people understand her and she's able to take part in so many wonderful programs and things in the world now.
it's fantastic.
This is you.
Yeah.
This is Fitz.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, she mentors at GiGi Fit too,
Yeah.
Oh,
the
awesome!
exercise program.
Hugs
You
and love.
think it's a job too?
Right.
Very awesome. Oh, that's great. That's so fantastic. And folks, if you want to check out more information, there's actually, if you go to Gigi's Playhouse, Hoffman Estates, if you want to check out, of course, Team Nicole, that is featured on there as well, too. Her favorite part about the Gigi's Playhouse, Hoffman Estates, is getting together with her family, friends, and community to build a world of acceptance for people with all abilities. She invites you to join and support her team and become part of this amazing day. Now, this is going to be coming up here. It'll be June 14th, 7 a.m., and this is going to be at the Now Arena. That is fantastic. That is really, really cool. So feel free to check out more information. Acceptancechallenge.org is where you can go to find more information posted on there too. We've got Dino here in the comments as well, Dean DeLaley. GG's is an outstanding facility, and nothing but love and support comes from what they do. And I totally agree. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, you see? You see my
So the GiGi Fit component, I'll bring that up. The one thing that, Nancy spends endless hours of researching and working with all the world's specialists, which there are not many, unfortunately. And they learned that the low muscle tone really affects the way the adults function in the world. Because, unfortunately, a lot of them, once they finish school at 22, there's not a lot of programs out there for them. So Nancy decided that she really wanted this fitness component, and she worked with Dr. Sarah Mann, who's a physical therapist based out of Colorado, who is strictly work with adults with Down syndrome to build their muscles up through different strengthening programs. So Dr. Mann worked with Nancy, and they wrote a program called GiGi Fit. So now they have GiGi Fit from infants through adults. Their goal is to continue the fitness journey, because we do know, I mean, they're born with hypotonia. We know that. So we want to do is we want to counterbalance that and keep it going. Because, a lot of the kids get physical therapy when they're younger, but once they hit school, not many of them get physical therapy in school or beyond it. And they need that because they need their muscle tone to continue to grow. Where we wake up in the morning, they're exhausted because their muscle tone has to get up to that point. So the GiGi Fit component is to help build their strength, and Nicole has worked her way up to master that and mentor in GiGi Fit now with her peers. But they have it all throughout all the ages. You get these incredible stories. There was one young girl who her doctor saw her cholesterol levels really high, and she's only about 20 now. And the doctor's like, I really want to start her on cholesterol medication. And the mom's like, can we just hold off and maybe do a little exercise? She started GiGi Fit. And after 3 months, she went back to the doctor, and she's like, you know what? She doesn't need the cholesterol medication, So there's so many stories like that that just involve, because nobody has taken the time to learn how their body has developed and how to help that body grow.
Yeah. It's definitely important. It's important that these things take time, and you gotta you have to be willing to take the time to do it. And I think with these inspiring stories, and of course working together, that really does help to bring us together. And I think that's very important to do so. We've got Team Nicole, says Dean in the comments there. Very nice. I'm glad you're tuning in, Dean, as always, and supporting Team Nicole. Now, how can people find more information about Team Nicole and also support as well, too?
Well, you can easily go on, well, actually, you guys have it on your website, but you can go on gigisplayhouse.org, go to events, and go to the fitness challenge, and you can scroll down and see Team Nicole. She's, I think, second on the leaderboard right now.
No, they're
Third on the
Good job.
leaderboard. Very close, very close. We want to get her up to 1. No donation too small. As you can see, she has about $500 more to make her goal. And she alone has raised over $7,000.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. And so she's got about $500. So if you guys could reach out and donate to our dear Team Nicole, no donation is too small. Instead of going for your coffee today, stop by and give $5 to Team Nicole. That's all we want. Just whatever you can give will help people achieve. So Gigi said, as I said, there's 62 locations right now. And it all started right here in Hoffman. And they're run strictly by donations and fundraisers. They do not accept any money from the government. They work endlessly. It has caught on. So the second one was in Aurora, so right here in the Fox Valley. And then, I'm trying to think, the third one I think was in Iowa. It's just caught on. It's grown. Since when I walked in the door with my daughter, we called it Gigi's and then Gigi's 2, which was the Fox Valley one, Aurora one. And now they're across the country.
Wow.
There's 62.
Oh, my
And
goodness.
growing. There's more. Every day there's somebody who is calling and inquiring, and they work really hard with these people to open up a playhouse. But their goal is they just don't want it open. They want you're a lifeline for families, so they want you well established before you open the doors, because they don't want you to fail. They want you to succeed.
Yep. I love it. That is awesome. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. This is fantastic. And folks, if you want to check out more information, go to support.gigisplayhouse.org for more information. Please feel free to donate. Help them reach the goal of raising $7,536. That is GiGi Fit Acceptance Challenge. And she's going to be out there too. That will be coming up here June 14th at 7 a.m. That will be at the Now Arena. Have you been to the Now Arena before?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
We've had several 5Ks over there in the
Awesome.
past.
That's cool. Very cool. I'm sure you get a big turnout as well too. Lots of
Weathered
people.
the name changes over there.
Oh, I'm sorry?
We've
Yes,
weathered the
we-
name changes over
Oh,
there.
yes.
We do have a
The
big
former
turnout.
Sears Center.
That's good. Awesome. Very
Yeah,
good.
so they have a big crowd. It's a nice place. The Hoffman Estates Village has been really, really nice and collaborating with us and making sure we have the venue we need and the support we need to get it off the ground and get it running. It's a huge event. The one thing I'll mention is the acceptance, and that's really big. In fact, this Elgin School District many years ago did the pledge for the acceptance challenge, which, Diana, you want to talk a little about the acceptance challenge?
Sure. Nicole started her team in 2014. And first she was on a friend's team. And that's how we learned about it. And then one of her cousins says, Nicole, why don't you start your own team? So she says, I don't know how. I said, yes, you're going to know how. So we started our own team, and it grew. So now we have tons of members. I don't even count them all, but everybody who wants to join Team Nicole, which is fine with us.
That's awesome.
Yes, and we do quite a bit of donations.
Very cool.
So now we're Team Nicole.
There you
We
go.
should have been Team Nicole's Butterflies, but too many letters in butterflies.
I like the butterflies on your shirt too. Those are beautiful.
That's her signature.
I love it. That's
That's
fantastic.
her signature.
Very cool.
That's right, yes.
I love it. Now, Mary Jo, you were going to say something else too?
Well, I just want to, I'm
Okay.
trying to find the actual acceptance challenge that they have out there, and I can't think of the wording. Pardon me if I don't have the wording in front of you. But the acceptance challenge is called Being Generation G. Be accepting, be
Generous.
generous,
kind.
and be kind. Thank you. I couldn't think of the wording. Thank you. So be accepting, be generous, and be kind. And generosity, if you can be generous with your money, that's wonderful. We also appreciate people being generous with their time and giving back their time, because we have so much work goes into our events at GiGi's, and so much work goes into every day there, that they need, people to give their time to help us achieve their dreams. But I was back saying U46, the entire school district gave a pledge a few years back. As you probably well know, it's the second largest school district in the state. And they gave the acceptance challenge of be accepting, be kind, and be generous. That every child in the school district did the pledge, and they wrote on it that they were going to do their best to be kind, be accepting, and be generous.
Absolutely. That's so important. I want to thank you all for joining us here today. Check out more information, GiGi's Playhouse, Hoffman Estates. And of course, go Team Nicole as well too. So very, very good. And folks, if you do want to check out more information, if you would like to donate, I have it up on the screen right now. We'll continue on. I'll talk about this as well too. So definitely feel free to donate. I'm going to be donating for sure. So
Thanks,
Well,
Matt.
thank you.
you're very welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
You're very welcome. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410 here in just a bit, so stay tuned. All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thanks so much for tuning in and, of course, being a part of the conversation. We decided to keep our guests on for a little bit longer here. We've got, is it Deanna or Diana?
Diana.
Diana and Nicole continuing on with us to talk a little bit about their involvement with Knights of Columbus. Tell us a little bit about that.
Go ahead, Nicole.
Okay.
Are you a knight?
Nice.
So you are a Knights of Columbus. That is so cool.
Honorary knight.
Honorary Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Now you did, originally you met Dino, was a Tootsie Roll event.
To the Tootsie Roll event.
That's awesome. Very cool. So when you met him, what was your conversation that you had?
Oh, Dino, he was just so loving. He just, him and Dino and Nicole just became friends instantly.
That's awesome.
And
Right, yes.
Now you even have an outfit too, right?
well, she has the shirt.
And the vest.
Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome.
Then you give me pin.
Oh, Dino's going to get you a pen.
There goes.
Oh yes, I love it.
But the Knights, they're an
Knights.
amazing organization. They help so many charities.
They're very
The
involved.
work that they do is remarkable.
That's awesome. I was actually, Dino, if you're listening in, I found your picture on the website. I found it. You was scrolling through some of the pictures, Knights of Columbus. I saw you on there. It looks like I think you were a Grand Knight at the time. So I saw your picture on the website there, Dino. Very nice. Very, very cool. So again, folks, if you want to check out more information, support.gigisplayhouse.com. Of course, Team Nicole did take the pledge. That is the GiGi Fit Acceptance Challenge, that physical and social movement for acceptance, bringing people together to move in social, in support of global acceptance for all as well, too. What's also great as well is you can actually find on the website here, and I've got it back up on the screen for those of you who are watching on YouTube, again, that movement and the goal that they're raising. You're getting very close to that. You've even got some top supporters here. Oh my goodness, you've got so many top supporters and donators.
A lot of them are family. Most of them are our family. And friends.
My cousins, my friends, yes.
That's awesome.
And GiGi's people, that's what we call them. Nicole's friends from GiGi's, they're our supporters too. They're also on our team.
That's right, that too, yes.
I love it. That's fantastic. Very, very cool. Now, tell us a little bit here too, briefly. How did you discover Gigi's Playhouse?
Okay, it was in 2007. I had a torn muscle in my leg. So I went for physical therapy. And one of the technicians had asked me if I know about Gigi's Playhouse. And I said, no, I never heard about it. So she says, well, you're going to hear about it now. So she gave me all the information. And as soon as I got home that day, I called. And I wanted Nicole to join them. So they didn't have very many programs for adults at the time. So I think the only program that they had was called Friday Friends. It was a social program. Like I'm running now, it's called Fantastic Friends now. So it was a social program. And you walked in, I fell in love with it instantly.
That's great. Now you've traveled as well too. What's like the furthest you've traveled? You stay in the state of Illinois, or do you travel outside of there too as well for events?
Well, no, I don't. I just stay in Illinois.
Okay.
I don't go for any other events
Okay.
outside.
It's in Hoffman Estates,
Yes.
correct? Very nice.
Correct.
And then I know that you've got coming up here, it's going to be at the Now Arena at 7 a.m. in the morning. Now, does Nicole, is she good? She's good with waking up that early 7 a.m. being there.
Not really.
Really?
It's pretty early in the morning, yeah.
I guess.
But nonetheless, still, yeah, I'm a little bit more of I like to sleep in.
I really don't think we have to be there that early. I'm not going to be there until about 8:30 because registration begins at 7:30 for whoever didn't register.
Okay.
But our team is all registered. So I'm just going to pick up their shirts at the Playhouse and be there at 8:30.
There you go.
Not at 7.
Are you going to have a table set up?
Yes. We have a tent.
Thanks.
Okay.
We have a tent.
Nicole.
Okay.
It'll say Team Nicole.
Nice.
If you want to join us, you're welcome to.
I would love to. I'll have to check up my schedule, but I would absolutely love to. I'll definitely be out at more events as well too. And it should be a good time. Now it's the 5K race. So with this race, can people also, is it actually running or can people also walk in the race?
We can also walk because
Walk and run. A test, I guess.
the 5K is the run
Okay.
and the walk is 1 mile.
1 mile walk.
And that's what I can do.
I would probably do that too.
That's what I can do.
Very cool. Now, is there
And
also,
they have a dash for kids.
oh, nice.
That's you.
That, yeah, they have a dash for kids. That's fun to watch because all the little ones are running. and,
Nice.
you know,
Yeah. Very cool. Is there also going to be food there too?
there'll be food. There'll be a DJ.
Fun. Now, you're here on Out to Lunch, so what are some of your favorite food choices that you like?
Well, this is the first time that they're really having food, so I don't know. Usually all the team members, our team members at Team Nicole, they come to our house for lunch.
Oh, nice. Awesome. What do you usually make?
I usually get sandwiches from Costco.
Ah, those are
And then the team members will they'll donate different dishes, like salads and fruit and desserts. So
very nice.
we have a feast.
I love it.
The cake, too.
Cake? Oh, you can't go wrong with cake. Oh, my goodness.
Give me a good cake.
Yes, absolutely. What's your favorite? You like chocolate, vanilla?
Vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla's my go-to as well. So very nice. Definitely feel free to check out more information, folks. This is Gigi's Playhouse, Hoffman Estates. Don't forget, you can also, if you want to learn more information about Gigi's Playhouse, just in general too, if you go to their website, it's gigisplayhouse.org. They are the Down Syndrome Achievement Centers. They want people to be educated. They want to inspire and also believe as well too. So feel free to check that out. They're free, purposeful programs, global acceptance via Generation G. Playhouse locations are worldwide. And of course, we've got Team Nicole here from Illinois and Hoffman Estates. And definitely feel free to check out their website for more information. Thanks so much for sticking around for a little extra while.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Of course. And of course, go out there, support Team Nicole. We'll keep passing the message along as well too here on WRMN AM 1410. We'll be back with more in just a bit. We'll take a quick time out. And again, thank you so much for joining us today again.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more in just a bit. For nearly 50 years,